My life is filled for the right to kill, for the right to live. Through this survivor's guilt, finding time to kill. They don't rhyme like this no more. My mind is real. You want to weigh out the matrix, find who designed the pill. Your mind is filled with designer hills, and you blinded still. That's not a diss, it's just a cost of what you try to fill. My ambition, engine, Jesus beside the wheel. If I can't drive, close my eyes and you drive it still. Nightingale, staying fly is a nightingale. Thoughts of suicide with this knife, but too much pride to fail. I hire help, but who could write these sales besides myself? Can I style by not the sweet influence of wine as I dive inside the sky in the eye of Orion's belt? You sure to fight from the height of elves. You fight yourself, willing to bet if you don't love me, you don't like yourself. The wolf lied, then denied when he cried for help. You can hide your hand, but I know a snake by its tail. Iris psychic divided from violence by the pale. You seen the signs they fail, let's discern the dragon's trail. Phones talk when action fails. I'll make it work, I'll make it worse, only facts will tell. I sat Saturdays in the corner with piss aroma. As a kid getting evicted from different owners. Mama tripping this bitch from grow up while sniffing coke up, but didn't get a whipping and you didn't pick your coat up. Born alone, live for no one, but died trying to defy titans. Cause I'm a bigger size giant. The mind's priceless, infinite, what's the sense of it? Mentalist with descent to instrumentals with intentions to transcend. A transcendentalist and right to my fingertip grip, split the pencil pissing. You get it in every lyric, what a nigga's been through. Too intense for censorship, don't censor shit. That's the kick, if I said it, then I meant the shit. Element with elephant memory, why these men forgetful live sinful bliss. While sniffing Chris off a bitch's tit. The simple fish for men, a bait for fishermen. My darker pigment is a description that I didn't swim. To every slave off a ship that had the skinny dip. 50 clip to the descendant who had to send them in. Father, the fatherless, apartment filled with all of these arguments. Share the floor before a bed. Never knew I was poor till it was said. Shut my ears and...
Yeah, I think it's amazing that, I mean, people may, I don't know, I was saying all night people would crucify me for saying this, but to be honest with you, Nipsey was more influential than Tupac. I know, right? Insofar as financially, think about it. Pac was he was very influential. I mean, rest in peace to Pac as well. But what Pac was, he was a loose cannon. He's wild. Nipsey put on a business suit and said, we're going to sit down and we're going to hit them in their pockets. Started buying real estate. Like, that's amazing. I mean, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Don't forget, when the music industry was at a recession in the early 2000s, he brought it back and said, you know what? I'm going to sell my CD for $100 a CD, and sold out of them shits. Guess how much his next CD was? $1,000 a CD. Sold out of them shits. He had a line down fucking Crenshaw of people waiting to buy this shit. Y'all remember that? Right? If you read all his interviews, he's constantly dropping marketing knowledge and inspiring you to be independent, constantly giving you advice on the music industry. He was just dropping gems all around. And then he opens up a smart store in Amsterdam using cryptocurrency. I mean, he's diving in realms of business where it's just, you take over these aspects of business, you're going to start controlling shit. And you're going to be a power player, a tycoon in these worlds. You know, somebody like Nipsey, I mean, fearless. I mean, he's from a place where there's nothing. So to make it out of that, you have to have some kind of fearlessness in your heart. You know, there's nothing for you to lose. Then he's going to make a documentary. You know, obviously he did more things than what I'm mentioning, which is really great stuff. Then he was going to do a documentary on Dr. Sebi and the cure for AIDS. Then he gets shot. Now, there's a theory. My theory is basically, we have this universal consciousness, right? And it's affecting everything we're doing. And it's contributing to the spiritual atmosphere of outgrowth at all times. When we found out that he was going to do this documentary, a lot of people were saying Nipsey's going to get killed. Remember, I said that. I'm quoting them. They would say, Nipsey's going to get killed. Remember I said this. And it's all over social media. And it's a topic of conversation for a lot of people. What if we created that? And that's why it came to be. I mean, before that, I mean, what was it? Well, I mean, the real people know what happened, though. They really do. But before that, what was it? There's plenty of times where this could have happened, that he could have been killed, that he's probably sitting around boatloads of money all the time. But now, when he was just regular, normal day, we know, we know what could have happened. We know. But at a time where everybody's saying it, hey, this person's going to die. Everybody. In the conscious community, oh, he's coming out with a documentary for, talking about Dr. Sebi and how he's has a cure for AIDS, and you think he's going to die, and he's dead. It's crazy. They say you say something enough times, a lie becomes the truth. What if this is the manifestation of that? What if we did this? What if you did it? But either way, however you want to look at it, I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's a conspiracy type of thing. I think it all goes back to the numbers. It all goes back to the numbers. So yeah, I just wanted to tune in and kind of just shed some light on that, or offer a perspective. That's what's on my mind. I think he pushed a little bit harder than Pac. I think he was hitting them where it hurts, and that was their pockets.